Oh, I should be live right now. So today I wanted to do something different. Recently, I'm training at the gym a lot, and I wanted to improve my bench press for some time. And I today have viewed some video on YouTube. This is 315 is the new 225. And I wonder, what do you think about it? We can watch this video together. And why I am commenting on it, maybe because all the time I was doing like 225. Okay, let's stop it. I will comment more. I was doing 225 like from 6 years or some, or even more. I don't even remember, because recently I didn't practice too much bench press on the flat bench. I'm doing much more of the barbells. So each hand, each barbell, and I don't know how many pound is there, but I am right now at 42.5 kilo per each. Yeah, and I'm doing this on 10 reps. So this is pretty good, I believe, but I return to the bench press, and right now I can easily do 225 for 8 reps. However, 315 is still out of reach, so I want to reach it. Today I did some bench press and I did 120 kilo. So this would be around 270 pounds, I believe. Yeah, and for 225 pounds, so 100 kilo, I can do like 8 reps easily. So I don't know. What do you think about that? Let me see. I do not have chat visible. Okay, right, this is. Okay, so let's go with the video, what they are saying currently. I don't know. Let's see.
Episode of the Barbell Brigade talk show.
Spock.
I don't watch any of that weird stuff.
We
I'm
just
Bart.
give them how to talk.
We got Mike. We got Nadim, and it's another special episode with hot takes. And Nadim got the hot take this time.
Hot
What is
takes
it?
for your big cakes.
All right. A little history. Let's take it back.
Okay.
You know, in our day, when we got into training, there wasn't that much knowledge and everything. At 225 with no proper training, and something was, when you hit it, was like a benchmark. Okay, you're officially certified bro, right?
Okay.
But with this
Oh,
new
not this. Okay, so they're saying in the past that you could name yourself bro if you bench 225. Yeah, maybe that's right. I remember I did it easily, but right now I would like to bench press more. However, I do not see many people bench pressing more in my gym.
knowledge and everyone being able to push their natural limits or just be able to get strong and be able to put up some big numbers, is 225 considered strong for the average person now, or is it elevated to something like 315 is the new standard?
I think the 25 is still considered pretty strong. Maybe not extremely strong, not very strong, but for the average person, it's still very big weight.
If you hit that, you've trained enough to be certified a bro.
So is like 225 bro strong, or is
Yeah,
315 bro strong?
Yeah.
I know you were little, but what'd you bench in high school?
I was really little.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
make
what
fun
I'm
of me.
Freshman or senior?
Don't make fun of me.
Senior.
As a senior, I was so fucking proud to hit 265.
Okay, so this guy hit 265 when he was in high school. But once again, we are looking at some elite, I think, bench pressers, because they have their own podcast about it. So that is why maybe right now this 225 seems to be pretty low, as we can see all those elite bodybuilders, maybe not even elite, but many bodybuilders, because of internet, that can press much more. And I remember when I was like first time at the gym at high school, but it wasn't in my senior years. I was like 15. Then I bench pressed 65 kilos for 10 reps. And this was, I believe, like first pretty serious training. 65 kilos would be like 150 pounds, I believe.
Oh, that's hella good.
And I weighed 165.
Oh, that's really good then. So you're a bro. That counts.
Was I?
Back then,
Dude, I trained my
I
fucking
feel like
ass off though, man.
265 at like age 17 is good regardless.
I trained my
This would be
fucking
really
ass off. When I
difficult.
first
Yeah, but he was training a lot, and this is my first day. Right now, I'm training a lot, but I didn't do this particular bench press, so I returned to it.
started lifting, I remember I just went to the weight room where all my other friends were, and then just on the 45 barbell, like I unracked it and had fucking noodle arms. It's like 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Right now I'd bench, and I'm like, oh fuck, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And now I'm like, dude, I'm so weak. So we went to like Big Five. I bought one of those like cheap bench things that have like, it's a bench with a leg extension on the other side.
Yeah. And the plates are fucking water filled.
we should
Yeah.
bring that back. Just,
Yeah, and the collar is screwed on.
Yeah.
Because it's like a tiny little
standard
bar.
barbell.
Yeah, and I remember just
very
working out on
useful.
that thing. I would just bench and curl like every day, and then finally, I don't even know like what I was doing. I was just put on weight, and I would just try to like do like 4x10 or something, whatever I saw in a magazine. And then I remember when I went back into the weight room, maybe almost like a year or two later, and they put on the 25s on a 45 bar, because that bar is like 25 bar. I remember I hit 5, and I was like so surprised at myself. And then back then, even looking at a 45,
Yeah.
Okay,
was
so
kinda
he
like-
trained a lot in
You know
his
what you
high school days. I didn't.
senior year, I think over
I
50.
started lifting more seriously
I'm so
after the university, I believe, but it wasn't still too serious. I have many breaks, but I remember I reached 100 kg, so 225 pretty soon, and then I plateau on it, so it stayed like that. And recently I have did 120 kg because went back to bench press.
good.
Yeah, I started freshman year only hitting 5s though.
5 on each side?
But yeah, 5 pounds.
Oh shit. Damn.
It was a big.
I think for the world, if we're gonna make a standard, because obviously we got age, we got weight. Like if you weigh 130 pounds,
No, you can't because
that's
they
what
just
I'm
don't
saying.
train.
That's what no, because there's dudes that train their tits off that are 130 pounds.
But he's talking about
That's what I'm
bro
saying.
strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro
So-
strong is like
That's
all
what I'm
the
saying.
fucking
So if we're gonna do that,
classifications
yeah,
out the window.
I know, I hate all that. Yeah, but we're trying to classify what bro strong is.
Like what's
Yeah.
a quick like
225.
Like Cliff
No,
Notes.
I think it's
strong.
225.
Well, because now, okay, powerlifting.
Yeah, I still believe it might be 225. Not many people can bench press 225, at least on my gym. But my gym is mostly bodybuilding centric. So everyone is doing mostly bodybuilding training, not some powerlifting. So maybe this is because of that you very rarely see people that do the powerlifting trainings there.
Has also grown tenfold, right?
But he wants to go bro strong.
Yeah, so that is exactly what I would call the bro strong. You know, the bros are training mostly for bodybuilding. They look good, look big, have a big biceps, and yeah, press a lot, but not too much. They do not do like crazy arches on the bench presses. They do not have great technique. They're just big and they just do the bench press. And 225, it's pretty good, I believe, for that. But still, yeah, I want to do much more. Yeah, but I am already training for a very, very long time. And I think I will hit 315, maybe even this year. That's the goal.
What I'm saying is now if I go to a commercial gym and stuff, before if I see someone hitting 225 for even a few reps, I'm like, I'm looking. Now it doesn't even, I don't change it. Unless I know the
That's
person, I'm like,
you.
that's
That's because you hang out with us.
Look at TikTok. Every TikToker is like,
Because
you're seeing the scrawny kid benching 225.
That's because everything you're talking about magnifies the best.
Justin behind camera.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
225
The
like,
TikToks
for
are the
easily
people that are the
pissed
best
off
on the
right now.
world, and
That's
that's
I'm
what is
bro
shown
strong.
on the
That's because you're hanging out with
YouTube and all the
powerlifters,
social media
and then
stuff.
you see TikTokers, which are only the best are posting their shit, are getting traction.
Exactly.
On
Not
it.
even
See?
that. I'm
I
talking
agree
about
with this
all
guy in the red
knowledge
shirt.
Kind of grown up, and people are smarter, and the
I don't
access
think
to
the average
knowledge.
are-
So you think Bro Strong is 315 now?
I think 315 because you can get average people that are benching that, and if you look at gyms just across the board, if you go to any gym, normal people.
Okay,
see all the
315
time
on my
are
gym,
benching
maybe
225
two or
and
three
that looks
people
like
would
a
hit
new
it, or even not.
Every gym I worked at,
I haven't seen
from
it.
probably 2000
And there are
from
a lot of big guys there.
2004 into 2014, there was always one dude benching 4 plates.
That's that one dude.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about commercial gyms and who you're seeing. And so I'm just saying that hasn't changed. We're not going to go to a commercial gym right now and see.
Okay, but once again, maybe it's more on the
know what I mean?
powerlifting gyms.
Like,
So are you for Bro Strong being 224 or 315?
I'm not for any of these categorizations because I think they're dumb. I've
No,
never
they're
believed
smart.
in Bro Strong. But if we had to, I'd probably say it's still 225. Because I think that you're tainted by your knowledge growing. I don't
Yeah.
think the general masses are. They're still picking up the same magazine Bart did.
Yeah,
If we're
exactly.
talking about the regular gym bro bencher, they're picking up that same magazine. They're not listening to Dr. Eric Helms and Mike Israetel.
I think they are.
No, they're
I
not.
think back then.
Yeah, I
they
think
picked up
not many people are listening to Mike Israeli.
But the masses, if you're talking about the
Everyone,
bench
I
bro,
wasn't
Exactly at
this
my
person that I
gym, you know, this is in English.
No, but you're a power lifter.
I wasn't a power.
This is foreign language. I don't believe that everyone knows it.
Regardless, we'll make up numbers. There's 3 billion people that bench press. The base
Okay.
knowledge is not grown.
The base knowledge? What do
Yeah.
you mean by the base knowledge?
Like the median knowledge of those guys programming and exercise science is not grown.
I do think they have easier access to knowledge, and if there are people that are actively looking for that, they would have found that. And now, the age gap.
Yeah, it's much
gap
easier
with
to find the knowledge,
amount of
but
people that are getting into the lifting that are learning from different people. If you go to gyms and you see, kids
I
in
don't
high school
know
now,
if the
they're
average,
lifting
if the average bench press went so far.
really strong compared to when we were.
So I'll tell you how I feel. I don't even know like which side it is, and maybe you guys can help me decide which side I'm at. Because I kind of feel and agree with both of you guys. There is a side of me where I go like every generation, you graduate a whole new generation of weak ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right? Every new generation of 18 or 17-year-olds, they're just weak motherfuckers that
Yeah.
are coming in, have not lifted. And so I would say the
Exactly.
pool of people that are getting strong or that are weak keeps getting bigger and bigger. So that is why 225 could be the Bro Strong. But at the same time, there is way more quick access to good knowledge.
Yeah.
And then so
And as I am from the older generation, then I also want to reach this 315. 225 is right now pretty easy for me. But also I am training more or less for like 15 years already. But only in last 2 years I do it pretty seriously.
now, like when I see even, I think before if I saw a chick bench 225 in the gym, I would probably pull my hair out.
Well, that's still pretty rare.
But now, if I see a chick bench, I'm like, oh, powerlifter. And then
Yeah.
and I would go on with my day.
But a 225
Right?
bench, even in powerlifting for a lady, is not normal.
But there's
Yeah.
also chicks repping like 185 now.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's unheard of, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that's
Okay,
that's
but not
still
in my
top
gym
1%
again.
of
Maybe that's because on
powerlifting.
my feed, I do follow the
You
cream
follow
of
the
crop.
world's best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
point on the
Oh,
TikTok
exactly.
shit.
But then on the other
If
side
he's following
too,
the world best,
out
this is
of
totally
fitness,
different
everyone
right
that is in
now. Because you know, the world best, there's a different class than in some gym in small city in some third world country, you know? So still, I wouldn't say that to be a like bro strong, you need to be 315 right now, and because I cannot bench press that such ways that weight yet. But yes, I will probably do it this year. As I already do 120 kg pretty easily, I would say. I would even do 130, and this is almost 300 pounds. But yeah, shouldn't start my bench pressing with like 10 80 kilos, 10 100 kg, 6 110, and then to 120. You know, maybe I need to go more straight to the bigger bench presses, but I would need to see some particular program. I think that would be the best way.
Gym. There's also like we're into strength, so we focus so much on that, but there's still a whole other side of fitness where people are like, you know, they're just passing fucking 5 plates around in a plank position.
Yeah.
You know, or like fucking rock climber type people. And for them, 225 might be the final destination, but then I think for us, that's the starting point. So I'm just saying that like I don't know who I side with,
For
but
me,
I kind of
it's
see
also
how
starting point
depending
right
on
now.
how you view it, 225 could be really high or it could be really, really low.
I also think we're over exaggerating and estimating what the programming and knowledge would do to the masses. Because when you're talking masses, like Bart said, the genetics are so varied. If you're fucking a beast, you could do 3 sets of 15 on bench and you'll find your way to 225.
How about this? My weightlifting coach
Yeah.
in high school was a dumbass. Nowadays, I feel like a lot of weightlifting coaches will probably be fans of a lot of big fitness YouTubers. Wouldn't they already just be that much that much above?
You're even making my point. Is I think you're over exaggerating the effect of good programming. If you got someone who's just weak or they're 16, magic programming and the best coach in the fucking world isn't going to make them automatically bench 315.
Do you think 225 is a?
I think it's a gym bro. Yeah, I think
But do you
that's.
think
I think gym bro is the
225
gold standard gym bro.
Do you think 225 is like a far away thing to grasp, or is it something with good programming you can get it pretty quickly?
225, I think you can.
Because again, like
I feel like obviously it matters for both, right? And
Yeah, do it pretty quickly. Not like pretty quickly, I would say like 2 years of training. Yeah. And this would make you a gym bro, I believe.
your genetics and stuff like that. But good programming compared to no programming, just broing it out, is going to lead to better results. I think
yeah, but broing it out is a range from benching every single day to benching once a month. That's the
Yeah,
only
But
exactly.
there's a lot of people that get in the gym, and I'm talking about the people that, let's just exclude to just people that are constantly, they like working out, they follow bodybuilders, they know of powerlifting, and like us when we got into lifting, right?
Yeah.
There's so many of those people that are getting into that, even now starting at a younger age,
Yeah.
right? That because of that, it kind of elevated where it's like 225 isn't that crazy anymore. And even when we first started powerlifting,
Isn't
we
crazy?
hit 215, everyone was like, fuck, like, dude, that's fucking crazy, right?
I guess
And
if you're
then
saying
now-
225 is crazy, then yeah, no, I agree with you. 315. I'm
I'll
not talking
like,
about
are
what's
you-
I'll
crazy.
tell you
certified
what
strong?
though. I'll tell you.
Certified strong. I thought we were just saying like the gold standard of bro bench.
No, like, okay, you put in enough work, you back then you hit 225.
Oh,
two
okay.
plate-
Then yeah, I'll say 315. But all these arguments are arguing, I think, are still valid because just as much as good education has been elevated, bad education has been just as much elevated, right? We
You
have,
don't think testicles are good for you?
So I was about to say, that's a great example, Bart. Just as much as I love Dr. Mike Israetel and Dr. Eric Helms and even
Yeah, exactly. I also watch a lot of Mike Israetel. It's a great channel. I recommend it. Has a lot of knowledge, and yeah, if you want to improve your lift, then yeah, for sure you should watch it.
D'Agostino, if you want to go your keto route. There's a lot of very knowledgeable people that have Lane Norton that have larger platforms now. There's just as many idiots that have enormous platforms now. There's Oprah's out here telling me how to fucking lose inches off my waist. Oprah's goddamn, you know,
I would say
nutritionist.
the worst knowledge out there, not the worst, but the bad knowledge out there, it quote unquote might not be optimal, but it's still better than the knowledge that we were getting
I would
before.
disagree.
I don't think it's
Yeah, I would disagree.
I'll tell you
No,
what.
I also
Because back in the day,
disagree.
You're still getting magazines written by
Yeah, the
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
worst knowledge
You're
is
telling me
pretty
a
shit.
shitty-ass coach with a
You know, like this Liver King, this is so much bullshit. Even Atlan X sometimes gives a bullshit advices. Yeah, I would recommend also Coach Drag. This is pretty good, but he is not into like powerlifting at all. He's much more into bodybuilding in general health right now. So he is against like max bench presses and PRs, but Yeah, that is also what I'm training right now. I do not do like strictly PRs because I pressing this 120 kg after doing the whole training before. So maybe if I went to it just with the warm up and do not do any working set before, it would be much more. But then I'm a little bit afraid of doing any injury. I'm over 40 years old, so we'll see. But I want to take it slowly, so I am giving myself this whole year to reach this 315.
Big platform like, I don't know, the Kidney Queen knows more than fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger?
So I'm gonna tell you. So when I was benching,
Got him, dude. You see his reaction?
so when I benched, I think it took me a year to go from 135, like 4x8 or something,
Yeah.
to like I think maybe even 155 or 160. The minute that our football coach was like, "Hey, we should start doing these things called 5x5s,"
Yeah.
and we just start scaling up, I went from 135 to hitting 185 5x5, I think within like 3 months. And so I was always, every time I maxed out, I would get stuck at 205, 205, 205.
Yes,
The
that
minute I
is-
start running a very simple program.
Yes, I see that I am doing too much reps right now. Yeah, I never did like 5 per 5. Yeah, I'm always like 3 per 10 or something like that, 4 per 10. But maybe do less repetition. This would be better for strength. And yes, for sure it would be. But I do not want to abandon my bodybuilding training. So I'm planning to do the strength training once per week.
You could
Just
have done
slightly
4x9.
and slowly just peaking a little bit and understanding that.
Yeah.
I went from 205 to benching 225 in like 3 months.
But you could have done 4x12 instead of your
Okay.
4x10 and probably got similar results at that point.
Maybe, but just the understanding that you don't go RPE 10 every single set.
Yeah.
Submaximal, slowly like have a little
But it
wave.
sounds like your coach wasn't bad.
Oh no, we got a new coach.
See?
Yeah. But the new coach with the new smarts
Yeah,
helped
sure.
me, like kind of like expedited.
If we're talking about what's like a little pat on the back, 315. Sure, I'll give it to you. Happy?
If I see 315, I think I'm sucking his dick.
That's crazy.
Why?
You know what's crazy? I benched 275 at like 16 years old. I don't know if I benched 315 until I was like 22.
Because it gets harder and harder,
No, I just
exponentially
sucked.
harder.
I was a beast in high school, man.
It gets
Savage.
exponentially harder.
Maybe.
Yeah, I see it.
So you bench 405.
Like
How long did it take you to bench
100 kg is pretty easy right now, but at 120, it's getting really difficult. Yeah. So it's only 20 kg, but the weight is much, much more.
Never.
Exactly.
How about never, dog?
Hey, but who benched 4 or 5 in this group?
Yeah, what'd you bench? Suck hard.
Yeah, exactly, the fat one. Yeah, it's always the fattest one benches the most. Yeah, and I have also recently cut a lot of body fat, so I went from like 86 kg to 82, and even I was 79 during the summer. So, and my bench press didn't went down, so this is pretty good. And I want to preserve this body mass, so I do not want to exceed like 82 kg. And for the summer, I want to cut even more body fat to get like, I believe 15% or even 14% maybe, if I could get there. That would be great. We will see how the bench press will align with it, because I can tell that those targets do not get pretty well together.
Suck my dick! He said 315, you can kiss my butt. He said 315 gets a blowjob. That means 405 get that ass licky.
All right, but give it to him. Who squatted 600 here? Oh, you didn't?
590 in comp.
That's not 600.
All right, who pulled 700? Oh shit.
Yeah, those are some pretty big numbers, but okay. So this is the end of the video. So what do you think? Is this 315 the new 225. Maybe a little bit. And for the gym bros, yeah. I think like for the beginner, when someone's starting, 225 is like the target that he wants to achieve it, and then yeah, he will feel like the gym bro. But if you are already a gym bro, you're already training like 3 or 4 times per week for a very long time, then this 225 is not. It's like pretty easy, yeah. So then you want to go forward, and then maybe for the people who already are training a lot, this 315 is the new 225. For me, maybe it is, yes, because I wanted to reach it, and I hope I will. So, what do you think? Write in the comments. Okay, see you. My dinner just cooked, so I need to eat it. Okay, see you next time. Bye.